Oh, sorry about that.
Oh. Is the sound good now?
Yeah, no, I just had us muted so that way you couldn't hear us talking while the countdown was going on like last time.
Got it.
Which I didn't realize. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Brandy and Billy show.
Thanks for being here. So we want to talk about this quick little trip that we took to Phoenix, Arizona, the weekend before Christmas.
Was that last weekend?
Yeah, or 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. The weekend before Christmas.
Feels like
we went to Arizona.
Years.
We went to go interview people outside of America Fest. And for those of you who don't know what America Fest is, it is Turning Point USA's largest annual event. And they have a lot of prominent speakers like J.D. Vance, Tucker Carlson,
Nicki Minaj,
Megyn Kelly, Erica Kirk, Ben Shapiro. But yeah, we decided to attend. We tried to buy tickets, but we couldn't get tickets. Then we applied for press passes and we couldn't get those either. So we just decided to go and interview people outside.
Yeah. Sorry, the autofocus is so bad right now. So maybe if we just stay very still, because I don't know if I go adjust the camera settings while we're live, I don't know if that's going to mess anything up. But
okay,
I'll stop moving. It's my fault. Good thing Baron's not here. This autofocus would be like boom, boom.
Okay, so we were only able to go to America Fest on Saturday. So we were only able to interview a handful of people. But the people that we interviewed were pretty interesting to talk to.
Yeah, we also asked, oh my God, it's actually so bad, dude. No, I have to fix the settings.
Sorry, guys. This is our third time going live.
Okay. Let me just zoom out all the way. So, Brandy, will you like move around like a crazy person like this? There we go. I think that's good. I think that is good.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I did specifically ask Brandy to move around like a crazy person. She wasn't just dancing.
Sometimes. Okay, so is it fine now?
I believe so and hope so.
Okay.
But yeah, we asked a lot of other people to interview with us as well. So you guys saw what? They saw 4 people?
Yeah, so we talked to a bunch of people actually at America Fest and asked them a lot of questions, but a lot of people were like, oh, no, we're not comfortable being on YouTube. Like, we don't want to voice our opinions. And those were
many people.
Like, those were specifically the people that maybe didn't have the best things to say about.
Well, no, I would say like, I don't know how many people we asked, maybe 30 people total to interview with us, but most people just said they didn't know anything.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it. I'm not educated enough about the subject, or they were just like, yeah, I don't want to be on camera talking about this.
Yeah,
but
you can keep talking about this. They can still hear me fine. It's just I have to keep looking at the settings here.
Okay. But yeah, but what we noticed throughout talking to people is that the younger attendees, so they seemed more open to the theories that there is more to be said about the Charlie Kirk investigation than what the mainstream media and the government are saying. And then what would you say, Billy? People like maybe that were like 35, 40 plus years old were more leaning towards what the government was saying.
Every single time for sure.
Yeah. But before we is it good? No. If you guys can still hear me. Is the sound still fine even though that the camera is a little okay. Cool.
The thing is I can't see. I think if we do that, it will be chill.
Okay.
Am I a magician? I think I did it. Woo!
Did it work?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But before we talk about our interviews, I just want to say that so like we said, we didn't actually get to go to America Fest because we couldn't get tickets, didn't get the press pass. So we just sit outside. But I actually attended America Fest back in 2022.
Yeah.
And Charlie Kirk made it so special. Like, it was one of the coolest events I've ever been to. I think I said previously, like, I almost wanted to quit my job and work for Turning Point because I was just so inspired by it. But I don't know. This year, something felt a little off based on what the attendees were telling us.
In the videos that are accessible to everyone online.
Yeah. And so a lot of people didn't like the arguments that were going on stage, and like the personal attacks that were happening to people that weren't even there, like Candace Owens. And honestly, Nicki Minaj being there felt a little out of place. And I'm like very genuinely happy to see her becoming more of like a Christian conservative. Like, that's amazing. But Charlie Kirk himself said that he doesn't think Nicki Minaj is a great role model for young women. And he also finds it kind of tacky and insincere when the left brings celebrities on stage to try to get votes. And so I just personally don't have anything against Nicki Minaj. I just don't think that she did enough to deserve a spot at America Fest. And I don't think that Charlie would have been like on board with her being there. Yeah. And so I don't know. I thought that was a little weird in my opinion.
Yeah. And that video of Charlie like saying specifically about Nicki Minaj. Specifically, yeah. How he's like not a huge fan of her. That Nicki Minaj just went so viral on the internet afterwards, and people were like, "Was this like a prank pulled by Erica?" Like, I saw so many videos about that.
Yeah, but like, no shade towards her. That's amazing that she's changing her ways, but I just don't think Charlie would have been like, "Oh yeah, she said a few conservative Christian value things. Let's bring her on stage." So I thought that was a little bizarre. But overall, it was so fun talking to everyone outside of the event.
And huge shout out to the TPUSA volunteers that did interview with us, because that was so insightful, and they are connected within Turning Point. And I mean, if you guys saw that interview, which if you're here, you probably did, the fact that that was coming, those opinions were coming from TPUSA volunteers is pretty cool.
Yeah. And we're going to play that video. Right? Do we have that?
Which video? No. I did not have the time because I was dealing with a bunch of mic problems. What video?
Our interview.
The whole thing?
Yeah. We're going to play clips from it.
Oh. We can go through like certain parts of it.
Yeah. That's what I thought we were going to do, right?
Okay. Which parts?
Up here. Let's do the four Turning Point people that we talked to.
Yeah. One moment.
Sorry. Billy got off of work really late and we're like scrambling.
Yeah.
We might have to change it to 9 p.m. live stream our time.
Well, I got off of work 45 minutes late, and then there were some camera difficulties and some mic difficulties all in one.
But these people were amazing. Like, really, really great. I was very impressed with what they had to say. I follow a couple
of them on Instagram, and I'm like, I'm going to be friends with you. We're going to stay friends. Okay. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear the audio from the mic when I play this video, so it might be a little bit echoey, but just let me know, please, if that ends up being the case. Dude, we need to get YouTube Premium so that way we don't have to watch ads.
I know.
But we have to let this ad play.
And they'll be able to
do we
see
get
it?
money? No, not yet. I'm gonna go to
36 seconds in.
Okay. It's gonna make me feel bad. Okay, let me turn up the volume so we can hear it as well. And screen share.
Screen share it. So go to like 36 seconds to like 2 minutes and 56 seconds.
You can just play it, like, yes, on here.
Sorry, guys, we're still learning how to do this. There we go.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys can hear it too.
Do you want to? Actually, I can do it.
But this is how they kind of feel about how the Charlie Kirk assassination is going. Their feelings about the government, and then also kind of a little bit about Candace Owens.
No. I don't know how Baron does this. He's so smart. Dude. I don't know how to play it while also like, I actually don't know how to do it at all.
Huh. Well, that's awkward.
Do it. Remember?
I'm gonna have to do it?
Yeah.
What, and show the camera?
Yeah.
No.
Not hold up your laptop. Not hold up your laptop.
I was like, I don't know if anyone wants to do that.
No, that's not. Remember how I would like pull stuff up on my laptop and then you would bring it up on your screen the last time we went live? Because we were in 2 different locations.
Oh, okay. So I could do this here. So, oh yeah, because we had it downloaded, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. No. I was screen sharing from my laptop.
Oh, okay. So I can screen share. Guys, just be patient with us, please, for 1 second. Okay. Let's see here.
No, not really. No. Like, I have it pulled up already and it says sharing.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
I don't know what you did last time I was doing stuff like this. You said you were able to just see it, I guess. Were you?
What's that mean?
Baron. I don't think Baron messed up at all tonight. That's so funny. That's good. There's going to be a day that comes where we are also, where we can also say that. It says I'm screen sharing.
Is Jim still there? Does he know how to do this?
No.
We just got StreamYard, so we're like, yeah, no, we got this. It's totally fine. Now it's like all complicated now. It's weird that it's not sharing it. It says that it is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can just talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen the video, our video that we released yesterday. So do you want to try to figure it out and I can talk about it while you try to figure it out?
I don't know what else to do. There's no more buttons to click.
Okay.
Because last time I would click this and then you remotely in Arizona, you would bring it up.
Yeah, because it was at the bottom. So you can add new layout. I don't know what that means. I don't want to screw anything up. Well.
Yeah, why don't you try it on yours?
The new layout thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, not a new layout. Wait, what's that?
What is that doing? Oh, add item?
No.
How do you just screen share?
Well,
anyone in the comments. Why is Marcy calling me?
So screen sharing is here, but you need to get the YouTube link set up. I'm wondering if I put like cookies or something in here. Cookies, not like chocolate chip cookies.
Do you have a solution to this or no? Okay. Yes, I gotta go. We're trying to screen share. That's why it's a small box.
Ian Carroll to the rescue. Apparently he's here. If screen share isn't working, if you want audio with a screen share, you have... No, Ian, I'm screen sharing. It's just not popping up. Do we need to talk about our AmFest, like, with visual? Because we have some other stuff downloaded.
I heavily wanted to talk about that, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Heavily.
I heavily had a lot of things to say about
it was like 50 pounds. That was how much she wanted to talk about it.
Oh, I spent hours
200 pounds.
Like researching shit to talk about. So yes, I would absolutely love to talk about this.
Okay, I need to not ding all over the place.
Audio screen share, you have to add a specific tab, not the whole window.
Yeah, I did add a specific tab. Did you get the YouTube video pulled up where you wanted it? 36 seconds.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, that was good. No, StreamYard. Move that over next to YouTube so it's easy to click between the two of them. Okay. And let's present here. Share screen. Share screen. There you go. Work.
Is it gonna work?
Yeah, it's gonna work. Yeah. No, it's not gonna work.
Why?
Sorry. I don't want to like...
This is so frustrating. I had so many things to say.
You can still say them. You can still say them. We don't have to show the videos. I mean, we already posted them on YouTube and...
True. So should we make ourselves bigger then, I guess?
Someone said, Ian, get your food, bro. He probably just got off of Twitch and said, I'm going to go get food. And now he's watching us. We are eat.
He said he was going to hype us up. And I wish he wouldn't have now because we don't know what we're doing, clearly. Okay. So we had let's just walk through it. You know, we had the first interview with the group. Yes. And so I thought it was so cool, despite like their young age, that they really understood that government statements shouldn't be accepted at face value. And especially in relation to the Charlie Kirk investigation.
Yeah.
It just made me hopeful for the younger generation. We should make ourselves bigger so we're not small.
Yeah.
So the younger generation just has this like awareness of historical examples that have led them to question the official narrative. And the fact that they also they were listening to Candace Owens, like her podcast.
But also the fact that they said that they were against Candace Owens at first too.
Yeah.
Or at least like the two girls. They were like, yeah, you know, I didn't really like Candace Owens before, but we've been listening to her in the hotel room. And I was like, that's when I was like, fuck yeah. Sorry. I'm just gonna be me, you know? But because that's how I see everyone. They're like, Candace Owens, you listen to Candace Owens? I'm like, have you ever? Or have you just seen the little clip grabs everywhere?
Yeah.
So
and
that's
they like
why I was
genuinely
so
just had
excited.
like open minds about it.
Yeah.
And then when we asked them about Israel, so I just want to preface that we wanted to ask attendees their opinions on Israel, not because we were trying to push some type of agenda, but we genuinely just wanted to understand how people at America Fest felt about the U.S. government's relationship with Israel, or I guess you could say Israel's influence on the U.S.
Yeah.
But I appreciated what these, I don't want to call them kids or like young adults, had to say. And they expressed their frustration with Israel and us sending billions of American taxpaying dollars over there. We have so many things we could be spending that money on here at home. And so I found it like notable that, what was his name? Deverian. So he pointed out how AIPAC appears to exert significant influence over both political parties, which I personally do agree with.
Also, a little just quick example of things that we could be spending those almost $1 trillion that we send to mostly countries. Israel. We could get, just like Israel has free healthcare, we could get, just like Israel has free schooling. We could get paid for having children, just like Israel does. We could get our rent subsidized, just like Israelis do. So many different options for billions and billions of dollars. There's so many options. The options are endless.
Well, and it's like most of it is American money going to Israel. And it's like, okay, that's really not that fair. But for anyone that's unfamiliar, AIPAC it stands for the American Israeli Public Affairs Committee. And it's one of the most powerful pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the United States. And it just actively promotes pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the U.S. And it promotes legislation, foreign policy positions, and even in cases where, in my opinion, that those policies don't always benefit America.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it to work now?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Because I was like, they're not going to know what we're talking about. Is it working now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
How do you feel the Charlie Kirk investigation
Honestly,
is going? Do you believe what the mainstream media and what the government are saying, or what is your opinion on what's going on?
Me personally, I don't trust the government. They've lied to us countless times and countless times again and again. Like it just took them a whole year to release the Jeffrey Epstein clips. We can just go on from the Kennedy to Martin Luther King. There's so much the government's lied about us. So I do not believe that they have full authority or control over the Charlie Kirk's murder investigation.
I agree with you.
Do you guys have any comment on that? I kind of think the same thing. I do think that Candace is trying to uncover a lot, and I didn't agree with her at first, but we've been listening to it in our hotel room, and it's kind of like, it's kind of clicking. It's kind of making sense. So
okay, 1 second, because everyone was mad at me for like reacting to how the girls were, I don't know, promoting Candace. I couldn't help it, okay? They're like, no, you're going to bias their opinions if you start reacting. They already said their opinions. What do you mean? How are their opinions going to be biased if I react?
I think everyone knows we like Candace Owens.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Including those kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
So I don't really like have an opinion on like which one I believe in more, but I'm definitely leaning towards Candace's, and we're definitely doing more research about like his whole death and assassination.
We love to hear that because we love Candace. We think she's speaking the truth.
We've been listening a lot, and just like right off the bat, you're like, all right, something's not right. Like the pieces aren't coming together. It just like everything from like the camera angles that people like were seeing, like to the outfit changes that were like kind of weird. Everything was kind of just not feeling right. I just don't trust it. Especially like
to hear.
Yeah.
Or you wanted to talk about APAC?
Trust the mainstream story at all, especially with a high profile assassination, even if it does end up being the story.
Working under the impression that he was acting alone.
APAC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really buy it.
Yeah, I think like when you
There we go.
$48 billion and we can't take care of our own
There we go.
homeless veterans and people in healthcare down here. I think we have a lot of politicians who are actively being bought and paid for by APAC. And our government or somebody has to do something about it because APAC actually controls both sides of our political party. They donate $100,000 to even state races. It's just insane what they do. The amount of power that they have in our government is insane.
Do you think Turning Point, their support with like the mainstream narrative, like that's being discussed on the media, do you think that it's a little suspicious, or do you think anyone within Turning Point?
Okay. If you want us to play this in like a little bit higher of a speed to like get through it faster, say yes. If no, say no. I'm going to go off of what the first three people say. So whoever types the fastest. No, that's actually kind of a biased way to vote because, okay.
The
only
out.
person.
If you play it in 1.25 speed, it sounds fine. But if you do it,
Yeah, we won't do
1.5.
1.5. We'll do
It's
1.25.
Okay.
Okay.
You want us to
Everyone's
play
saying
it and
yes.
Stop at 4:38.
Okay.
Wow, I'm so glad we figured this out. I was like, what do
Is
we do?
maybe involved?
I do think I would say with
That's
any
not
sort of
any
like big
type
event
of
like this, especially a big tragedy,
policies.
it's important to look at who benefits from it. And that's a pretty good way to figure out, you know, basically who would be very happy that this tragedy happened or who is put in a position of power now that this tragedy has happened. And I think those are the people you should probably look at first when doing an investigation, whether that is people involved with TPUSA or not. I do think it's very.
Thank God we did 1.25 speed because I didn't even realize we were in 1.25 speed. I was like, no, this is still normal speed.
Yeah. So I found it interesting that one of the attendees noted that in a major political assassination, right, it's important to understand who benefits from it. And essentially, I guess, just to follow the money, like Ian Carroll says.
Yeah. Follow the money.
But that's such a good point
truth.
that he said. And then after this, they talk about Ben Shapiro, and I want everyone to listen to this.
Yeah.
Very important that you kind of set your emotions aside and you look at, okay, this is a tragedy.
Yeah.
And then Megyn Kelly kind of called him out. Steve Bannon called him out. Candace Owens called him out on her episode today. Do you think most people like him, or do you think people don't really care for him?
Me personally, I would say that the younger crowd, we can see through his bullshit. So we didn't clap. We didn't do nothing. We booed him. But for the baby boomers and the older crowd, they were, let's go, Ben, let's go, Ben. But for me, my stance, I'll say exactly what Candace said. Fuck you, Ben Shapiro. That's my stand.
I love it.
What? That's funny. And
The whole point
fast speed.
of like Turning Point is to bring people together, whether you agree on everything or don't agree on everything. And I honestly think it was really disrespectful to the Kirk family and to Charlie Kirk's legacy to go out there and divide everyone when the whole point of bringing everyone together in this festival is to unite us, regardless of what we believe in, and to have a civil conversation. So him not having any civil conversation and just shitting on people in front of 30,000 people, disrespectful to Turning Point, to Charlie, to his family. Like, it's just disrespectful in general. Yeah.
Okay. You want to state your opinion too?
Yeah, like first of all, Candace is in there, so I don't know why we're talking shit about her
I like
at AmFest.
Mhm.
But also like especially with Tucker Carlson talking right after you. No need. Like it's just no need. It was just really disrespectful. Didn't really appreciate it.
Kind of have no respect for Ben Shapiro. I think he has dual loyalties. I don't think he would care if American soldiers died for a country halfway around the world the size of New Jersey. So again, I just think it was cowardly and disrespectful.
I agree.
Yeah, so they did not have many kind words for Ben Shapiro, but I honestly don't really blame them. And then the fact that they said that the younger crowd booed him at America Fest.
Yeah, and he even said it in a way of like, we booed him.
Yeah.
We, the younger crowd, but I think he said we, and I was like, whoa, like volunteers dressed up with TPUSA tags and everything, and you're out there booing them? That speaks
Because when
loudly.
I went to America Fest, like no one booed anyone. And I just heard that this
Probably 'cause
year
it
was
wasn't-
very
yeah.
like intense. But I'm not surprised that the older attendees were like pro Ben Shapiro and the younger ones are like, I don't know about that. But I agree with the girls, what they said about how Ben was kind of disrespectful to Charlie's legacy, his company, his family, because the whole point of Turning Point in America Fest is to bring people together, not to divide people. And so I just think that that's not what Charlie would have wanted at all.
No, and the booze didn't happen when Charlie was alive because
he would have not have even stood for that. Like,
no,
if there
but
were
there also wasn't
on
corruption.
stage,
well, there was corruption while he was alive, but like this insane, like what they're doing and accepting all of these donors, all of these new donors that Charlie was outright saying no to. Yeah, it's like the corruption. Of course there's going to be booing. And of course there wasn't booing when you were there.
Well, and then all the people on stage that just clearly don't like each other. Like Ben Shapiro doesn't like Tucker Carlson. Or Megyn Kelly now. And like Steve Bannon. It's like Charlie would have shut that down. He would have not liked the cattiness. I think that's the best word for it on stage. He would have been like, no.
Yeah.
And the fact that that was allowed.
Uh-oh. Maddox also does not like Ben Shapiro.
Maddox, come here.
Hold on, we can mute your mic because that's probably really loud in their earballs.
Sorry. Okay, so now let's.
Before working for you do have any?
Oh yeah, so this is where I ask them about Erica Kirk. I don't. Okay, we'll play it. We'll play answers that we don't like.
Anything that you'd like to say?
I probably wouldn't comment on it. I just really haven't done any research, and I would want to say something educated, but I will say my condolences. So.
I know there's so many theories and so many things floating around. I don't want to put anything in her direction until it's absolutely proven, because I think there's a lot of things that we don't know. What we do know is like, especially like coming from a biblical perspective, it talks about like how taking care of the fatherless and the widow is like a huge priority throughout the entire Bible. And so until there's something like definitive that it's saying like, hey, she was involved, whatever it may be, like I think giving her grace and like showing compassion first is probably the best way to go. Because you like, if you're doing your own study and research, you are totally do that. But to like put her in the line of fire before you actually know anything for sure is kind of disgusting. Because if you're wrong, you just like shit on this woman who lost her husband like 3 months ago.
Like we were talking about this the other day, that she's like, people are like, oh, she's so performative. Like she's putting on this like whole act and like, why is she acting like this? But like the woman just lost her husband. You know what I mean? Like she has a presence on social media. She was in the spotlight for more or less. Like she was on she was in interviews. Like she's on social media. Like she was this public name and she just lost her husband. Like you can't expect her to just go up there and like sweatpants and a sweatshirt and just be like, yeah, guys, like just start crying. You know what I mean? Like you have to just let her grieve in her own way. And she wanted to keep AmFest and keep what Charlie Kirk did before he died. She wanted to keep it going. So, I mean, obviously she's going to be, performative.
For me, I love Erica Kirk. I'm excited to see her leadership. I think she's going to be an awesome, wonderful CEO. I'm ready to see her take Turning Point to the next level. I think, like Charlie said, she's a stronger conservative than him. So I'm actually ready and I'm excited to see her leadership and actually unite us again. So I think there are people like Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin and everybody like that who's trying to divide us. I think that Erica can be the one that unites us for sure.
Mark Levin, funny story. That was the first person I ever listened to on a podcast. That's how I got into political podcasts, was listening to Mark Levin. And now, to be honest, I can't stand him.
Didn't Baron say his daughter's getting into Mark Levin too? I don't know. Is that
No, that was Michael Knowles.
Michael Knowles.
I love Michael Knowles. He's great. No.
I don't know if that's that wouldn't be private information, right?
No. Okay, so I think it's great that they can love Candace Owens and also love and respect Erica Kirk. I think that's fantastic.
It shows empathy. I think it shows that you are an optimist and you see the good in people and you hope for the best, right?
Yeah. I feel like it shows that you can see both sides and that you're not closed-minded. But a lot of people in the comments were like, I think they're afraid of Erica.
I actually disagree.
Because they work for Turning Point.
Maybe, yeah. But I actually disagree. If people actually do feel that way, I think it means they're probably good people and they hope for the best. But I think it means that they are closed-minded because they can't imagine anything outside of their own perspective of okay, if I lost my husband, how would I feel? Mm-hmm. That's pretty closed-minded for them to be like, oh, how Erica feels is how I would probably feel if I lost my husband.
I mean,
I think it's pretty closed-minded. I mean, do I think it's a good human trait to be I don't know. We could talk about this for ages. We could talk about psychology, but oh no, camera.
Oh no, it's not working. So I
won't get close.
I don't know yet how I feel about the Erica Kirk situation. I mean, I don't think I would be acting this way if I lost my husband, but my husband wasn't a CEO and running a huge company and then left it to me. So, to each their own. But I understand people that don't care for her, and I understand people that do care for her. And it's just interesting to hear different perspectives from different people about it. But I thought those young adults were fantastic. They were so fun to talk to. And they're probably our favorite interview. Because like I said, we only got to interview a handful of people because we only went on Saturday. And a lot of people didn't want to be on camera and be posted on the internet. So props to them for agreeing to that. That was very cool. The next part we want to play is the camera okay?
I mean, the camera will live, yes.
Ian said if the camera... Okay.
The thing is that I can't go into settings where I'm on stream focus.
One day we'll have a studio and it won't be this complicated. I think we say this every video, but we literally started this podcast like exactly almost 2 months ago. So
yeah,
we're learning every day. We really like the color red too.
that is our logo.
Okay, my next favorite, well, I like them all, but the next one is the mother and the son. I have a lot to say about this interview, so
the son, the mother and the son.
Go to 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
Thank y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you follow Megyn Kelly.
Very much. I was just listening to her.
I love Megyn Kelly. I think it's interesting. She kind of took a little bit of a turn because Brian Kohlberger, is that his name?
Kohlberger. I'm not up
At
to
the
date.
college.
Okay.
So she was covering that case like significantly before he was convicted. But now
10:45.
Sorry.
10:35.
10:45.
Oh no, it's fine.
In kind in all ways that you can.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that she would lean into that part a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And so I don't know if you follow Megyn Kelly.
Very much. I was just listening to her.
I love Megyn Kelly. I think it's interesting. She kind of took a little bit of a turn because Brian Kohlberger, is that his name?
Kohlberger. I'm not up
At
to
the
date.
college.
Okay.
So she was covering that case like
Yes.
before he was convicted.
Nice.
But now she
New trick unlocked. Okay, do you want to say like, because you didn't really specify like Idaho or anything, or you did, but I think I cut it out of the video.
Oh, I'm going to talk about that.
Okay, I just didn't. We could pause it and talk about it at the same time. But yeah, it's the Idaho college people that were.
Yeah, you can just play it. It's fine.
is saying, oh, we shouldn't be covering the Charlie Kirk case and talking about it because it's going to taint the jury pool. But yet she was talking about the other case before he even was convicted. So what's your opinion on her swap on that?
I think that is definitely important to bring up because I thought the same thing, that it was odd, that there's obviously, they should be treated the same in some regard. The only difference I would probably say is that, with Charlie Kirk, it felt more personal to more people, that it's something that has had a massive impact
on the whole world.
The whole world, where every violent act is sad and should be condemned. Mm-hmm. But this one it hits home for so many people in a very personal way, whether we knew Charlie or not, which we didn't. Mm-hmm. But to broadcast every detail of his, I think it's going to cause some harm in the investigation process. And we need to allow for, the investigators and the, criminal attorneys and everything to do their job without having to worry about, well, let's make sure that the public knows every minor detail about this. Mm-hmm. We all would love to know, but I'm also
part of me is okay knowing when it's all said and done too.
And do you trust the government and our mainstream media to tell us the truth?
That's a tricky question. No, not really. No, I don't. But who's to say they're going to tell us the truth before it happens too? I don't think the time is relative to getting the truth. It's about the sources for sure. And I think that Megyn Kelly and, all of these others who can be privy to getting the proper information from the proper resources, that's who I'm going to trust, is people from the conservative side. But, I'm okay with letting everyone do their job and following up and doing my own, digging and down the rabbit hole after. And I mean, I'm going to listen to everything from every side as well. So I have stuff to compare it to. Right. I think that a lot of people need to do that.
Last question. What is your stance on Israel?
Okay. Yeah. So before we get into that, because I wanted to talk about Brian Kohlberger's conviction. So before Brian Kohlberger's conviction, Megyn Kelly covered the case in multiple episodes on her show, including a special series that walked through the murders, the investigation, and the evolving evidence. And mind you, before Brian ever went to trial, right? Megyn did discuss publicly known evidence, reported facts, and her own analysis and theories. Okay. And her coverage went beyond just reading official filings. She and her guests interpreted, questioned, and speculated about aspects of the investigation and evidence. And so I do love Megyn Kelly, and I do listen to her all the time, and I have a lot of respect for her. But I don't agree with what she said in one of her episodes. And it was episode 1212. It was released on December 12th. Talking about people like Billy and I, talking about the Tyler Robinson case. She said that people shouldn't be spewing conspiracy theories online just because the FBI won't give us more information. And in the same episode, funny enough, she had Dave Smith on, and they talked about the Jeffrey Epstein case and how ridiculous it is that we can't discuss or debate that maybe Israel was involved. And so why can't we discuss and debate that regarding the Tyler Robinson case? She just completely contradicts herself.
Silly to not ask questions about she says that she doesn't trust the government, right? But she also says don't ask questions until the government gives you answers.
Oh, the girl that we interviewed?
Yeah. So you want to wait till the people that we don't trust are giving us the answers before asking questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't really understand what she was saying. She was very sweet. I really liked her.
Nice.
I just didn't really understand what she was saying. But yeah, I just thought the fact that Megyn Kelly had so much to say about Brian's case, the Idaho murders, and was completely talking about it before he even went to trial, was talking about her theories. But now all of a sudden, we're not allowed to talk about our theories regarding the Tyler Robinson case. It just doesn't really make sense to me. So I thought that was interesting. But do you want to play the 1335 clip?
Israel, yeah. You ask, how do you feel about Israel? Here we are. Wait, let me, I'm getting the real hang of this right here.
Well,
and you can answer this as well if you want.
I haven't done a deep dive into all of it, at a very intelligent level. But just as, a normal, bystander on all of this, I would say I'm in the middle, but I lean more toward pro-Israel and having to support them. I'm not in favor of being part of any foreign wars, but I do believe that in any capacity that we are capable of, that still protects the American people and our resources. I think that we need to at least align ourselves with Israel. I am a Christian. I know that that's where Jesus came from. And I want to protect the homeland, so to speak, and make sure that, it stays intact and it is sacred. But, we just, again, there's just a proper way to do things. And at a certain point, you also have to make sure that we're protecting our resources and everything. So I don't know, maybe with Trump's tariffs and everything, we'll have enough resources to, take care of things properly. But I mean, I wouldn't say like, let's not have a relationship with them. I think we need to maintain a good standing relationship with Israel.
Okay. Do you think that Benjamin Netanyahu is committing a genocide in Gaza?
No. Genocide, when it's a war, I don't think those go together, right? Like,
your opinion, yeah. We're just asking.
I don't think so.
And what's your thoughts on it?
Pretty much new to all this, to be honest. So I don't feel like I can answer it like thoroughly.
Okay. So how old are you?
I'm 17.
Oh, I love that you're here. So you brought your son. 17. So you're kind of just getting involved in politics. So I love that. I love like the younger generation is coming and they're getting more passionate about what's going on in the world. So that's great. Just keep learning. Not to pressure you to ask you difficult questions. Well, thank you guys. Is there anything else you guys would like to say? Or
thank you for having us on the podcast.
Well, thank you for having us on the podcast.
You're welcome.
It was so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Should I just bring Maddox up here? I don't want to.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't feel like we're like popular enough to not read our super chats right when they come in.
Okay,
Can we just?
I want to.
There we go. Hey everyone. Welcome to the Brandy and Billy show.
Is it working again?
Yeah.
I don't know about going live anymore until we get like a full lesson.
Okay,
from
I'll
Baron
study
or
up
Ian.
harder.
This is Maddox. He wanted to come and hang out. Okay, so back to the serious part. So I wanted to talk about what she said about genocide in Gaza. So the definition of genocide is when people try to destroy a whole group of people or even part of a group because of their nationality, ethnicity, race, or religion. And I want to say October 7th was a horrible day. And no one is saying that it wasn't. But I'd like to point out the fact that Charlie Kirk did say that Israel wanted to ethnically cleanse Gaza. And he even questioned if there was a stand down order. And before October 7th, Benjamin Netanyahu was facing an ongoing criminal trial in Israel on charges on fraud, breach of trust, and bribery in 3 separate corruption cases. And then separately, Benjamin Netanyahu is now subject to an international criminal court arrest warrant over alleged war crimes related to Gaza, which applies if he travels to certain countries, but it's not enforceable inside Israel. And since the outbreak of this war, his domestic trial has been delayed, and the political focus now has shifted to national security. However, the legal cases themselves have not been dismissed or eliminated. And so let's just be honest. Israel keeps breaking the ceasefires. They keep killing innocent people, including women and children. And according to the numbers, at least online, at least 70,000 people in Gaza have been killed. But we all know that it's way more than that. The media, let's just be real, is not being honest. And according to different sources online, anywhere from 180 to 270 Palestinian journalists / media workers have been killed as well. Probably so they can't report what's actually going on. Because if you actually look at the photos and videos of what's going on in Gaza, it's horrific. It's horrific. And
it's hard to find real videos. Like, not real videos, but it's
just to find them.
Yeah, just to find any videos.
And when this whole thing started, I was pro-Israel all the way because I'm not down for terrorists, obviously. But not everyone that's Palestinian is a terrorist. And in my opinion, it seems like they just want to take all of them out. And now they have this plan to make Gaza this luxury,
dude, guess who's in our
area.
Chat? Sorry.
And it's just not, it just doesn't feel right to me. It just feels wrong. But last thing I just wanted to say about that is with everything going on with Benjamin Netanyahu, it just seems like he wants the war to keep going on, maybe for his own personal benefit. And he wants America to just keep getting more and more involved. And personally, I don't want any part of that. Sorry, who was in our chat?
Trigger Smart.
Oh. Hey, Trigger Smart.
Well, I feel like we need to read the notifications or whatever, super things in order. So,
okay. Do you want to go over your interview with?
Yeah,
Michael. Or do you want to?
Yeah. Well, we'll zoom through it really quick. Okay. So, guys, I also spent actually hours editing this specific interview. The one that I did with the super tall dude, Focus on Eternity, is his YouTube channel. I don't want to say anything actually like negative towards him.
No, he was nice enough to like interview with us. He has a lot of different opinions in us, which is fine.
It was hard to for him to get to the point sometimes of what he was trying to say, or he would kind of talk in circles. So it took a long time to edit, is all I was trying to say. Yeah, sir.
Sir.
Wait, wrong thing. My bad. Remove that. We're going to talk about that here in a second. Is that the correct thing? No, that's Brandy's screen. Oh, look, I have your screen now. I'm not sharing anymore. I think because when I like exited out of everything, you are sharing though. Oh my goodness. Did all of my files exit when I exited out of StreamYard on accident? Yeah.
Okay, so
all of the stuff that I was going to share
so I can
now
just
gone.
I can add it. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, let's watch this interview really quick and then I'm going to do some stuff while we do that.
Okay, so we're going to 16 minutes. I promise, guys, one day, maybe because we're 2 months into our podcast, maybe 2.5 months in. No.
This is also only our third live. We don't need to go by months. This is attempt number 3 at live streaming.
Next time, it'll be great. Don't worry.
Can't promise that. Jay just said that Baron just did his first ever live without any mistakes, and Baron's done a few. Although his mistakes are usually pretty minor. And he's really good at talking over, like, making jokes of everything. Not jokes of everything, but jokes of himself. Yeah. And so it's really still just entertaining to watch. Whereas when we fumble...
We're like, what do we do? What?
Full screen it. There you go.
Unfortunately, even after Charlie's death, which is very unfortunate.
So that's actually what our YouTube is about. We're kind of like we started it about the Charlie Kirk investigation. Do you have any opinions about people like Candace Owens, what she's saying?
I mean, I don't like what Candace Owens is doing, and not that I am against asking questions. I believe in asking questions, but I believe in innocent until proven guilty. And if there's any, I mean, even if there is suspicions, there would.
Did you pause it?
To deal with this after dealing with Charlie Kirk's death. I think that they're trying to promote what Charlie's doing. I think they are or trying to finish or to continue what Charlie started. And I think they're a very worthy organization. I don't think that other people's lives should be threatened, though, that are
dang it, every time I try to go out a new file, it pauses.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Regardless of where we disagree, I agree with you that people's lives should not be being threatened. Have you seen any of the theories that maybe Tyler Robinson, the accused shooter, was not necessarily acting alone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't acting.
Because they're not seeing it.
They're not?
No. Okay. It was like paused, but I think you guys could still hear the audio. Let me just sum it up for you. So basically he's like, well, you don't have to. It's just like, it's not on there anymore. But so he's like, I don't agree with anything Candace is saying. At some point in the video, about 3 seconds down the line, which we didn't get to, I'm like, hey, have you seen any of Candace's full episodes? And I knew what he was going to say, and he confirmed. He said, well, I've seen clips. Yeah, that's like propaganda. People are snapping things, snipping things, and they're also snapping because it's successful. Snipping things of what she says, and they're putting it on people like his algorithms on his social media and feeding into what he already was suspicious of, and just really shoving that propaganda right down his throat, right down his social media throat. So he's like, yeah, I don't agree with anything Candace says, but you don't watch anything that Candace says. You watch what people grab from her videos. And it's just like, it was unfortunate because that was a lot of people that we spoke to at Turning Point.
Yeah. It's like when we asked them, like, have you ever watched a full episode, or did you watch her series? And they're like, no, she's just, just telling lies. And I'm like, well, what lies? And they're like, well, everything that she's saying against Turning Point. And I'm like, okay, well, can you explain why you feel that way, or your, counter opinion? And can you give me some backup? And they're like, oh, no, well, I haven't looked that much into it. Or I don't really follow her. Like, I just don't believe anything she says. And I'm just like, okay. Well,
yeah.
I listen to both sides, and both sides, I think Candace is the more logical one.
Yeah.
In Christianity in general, I fully support that 100%.
Oh, I love when you said this, Brandy.
I think my point is that God wants us to enforce justice where we can, even if we don't know completely what happened to Charlie, and even if Tyler Robinson was not who killed him. I don't think God would hold it against anybody except for the people that are involved for not knowing exactly what happened, because God understands our limitations. If we understood what happened to Charlie and we didn't do anything about it, then God would hold us accountable for that. I believe in justice 100%. And if somebody else killed Charlie Kirk besides Tyler Robinson and we're able to figure it out, then yeah, by all means. But again, going back to what Thomas Jefferson said, if more innocent lives on top of Charlie Kirk's are being threatened, then this is creating a problem with what Candace Owens is doing. It's kind of like what President Trump said about the COVID-19. The vaccine was creating more problems, it seemed to me, than the disease itself. The solution was creating a bigger problem than the problem. You don't want a solution that creates a bigger problem. Like you said, I do not trust the feds, but myself either. I mean, I do believe Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. I believe, but I see no reason to highly suspect otherwise. So
yeah. And first of all, I just want to say that I love what you're doing, spreading messages about God and Christianity in general. I fully support that 100%. I guess my last question is, do you think that you are maybe subjected to any bias?
Do I think I'm subjective to any bias? Well, I mean, everybody is. What doesn't make sense to me is how intelligent Charlie was it doesn't make sense to me that he hired all the wrong people. Everybody, including Candace. Candace has said that she believes Charlie is intelligent. It doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, maybe one mistake, maybe two, but to mistakenly hire all these people that turn on him, and Candace herself says that Charlie's intelligent, doesn't make much sense to me.
And Brandy
Got stabbed in the back, and so did Juliet C.
But Jesus knew he was going to.
Do you think that it's possible that Charlie knew that he was going to, and that's why he was sending all of these texts out to people in the days leading up to?
Yeah, that's all I really wanted to show.
But what you said is perfect. Because he goes, oh, do you really think that Charlie would have hired all these people because he was that dumb that we're going to stab him in the back? And I said, well, what about Jesus and Julius Caesar? And then he goes, well, Jesus knew it was going to happen. And then Billy goes,
well, maybe Charlie knew it was going to happen too. And I think it's pretty evident.
Towards the end, that's why he texted all these people.
I think it's pretty evident that he knew that. If you do any amount of research, it is pretty evident.
Towards and then the end, obviously not when he first met
towards
them.
the end for sure. Yeah. And maybe even a little bit earlier, but it's so evident towards the end. And then he goes, well, I asked him that as a question. I say, do you think it's possible that Charlie also knew that he was going to get stabbed in the back?
Yeah, you can play the rest of it. I just wanted to preface like what a good comeback that was that you said.
His death.
Anything's possible, but it's like I would say it's a 0.1% chance. I mean, you could disagree what the statistics are, but if other people's lives are being threatened because of a 0.1% chance of something happening in a different way than what we have perceived, I don't think that's worth it.
And we don't really need to watch the rest. That's really all. That guy's too far deep. He's too far gone. Dang it! I said I wasn't gonna like talk poorly about people.
No,
but
he was nice.
He was really
nice.
nice.
He just feels very passionately about like it's just like people don't want to think that anyone within Turning Point could even possibly be involved. I don't want to think that. I didn't think that at all to begin with. And then after you start to see all of the crazy things and actual lies that are going on, it's pretty wild. Yeah. And he said, oh, like, what is the evidence that Turning Point was involved? Like, do you see any evidence? And you were like, yes. And I mean, there's so many just to think of, like, off the top of my head, like Andrew Colvett lying about what the surgeon said, which we now know he didn't say. Then the text messages about, Charlie texting people within Turning Point, they're going to kill me tomorrow. And they all denied that to begin with. And now we know per Erica and Candace's meeting that actually was true. But he didn't text it on iMessage. He sent it on like Telegram or Signal. Charlie Kirk wanting to create a Doge department within Turning Point USA a week before he died. The lies about the Egyptian military planes, which obviously Turning Point knew that they were following them. How could you not? They're pretty apparent. The lies about the drones. Yeah. Ryan Harpel literally lied on Sean Ryan's podcast.
And that's something that he brought up as counter evidence towards what we believe. He brought up the school was requesting drones and they didn't give it to him. And I was just thinking to myself, but he was talking in such a long monologue that I wasn't able to say what I wanted to say before I forgot it in that moment. And he was like, oh no, not camera again. Yeah, they requested drones and the school didn't give it to them. No, dude, that's not.
Like, you had drones. Frank Turk literally said, I was with Charlie in the back of the car and you were sending us footage from the drones. And I said, I don't like this. There's too many people, too many high rooftops. TPUSA sabotaging Candace's debate with them. That was a little sketchy. Yeah. Also, Mikey McCoy's dad, Rob McCoy, literally saying Mikey was covered in blood when he wasn't. Mm-hmm. Terrell Farnsworth, his weird selfie video saying he's dead.
He's dead.
They shot Charlie. That's suspicious. And also the personal testimonies from former Turning Point USA employees that don't have the best things to say about not Charlie. They love Charlie, but people within Turning Point that they thought had bad intentions for the company. So, I mean, the list goes on and on of how Turning Point could be suspicious. We're not saying that they are. We don't know anything for a fact. But to say that you don't think Turning Point is suspicious at all, or it's crazy to think that they had anything to do with it, I think that statement is crazy.
Absolutely.
I think that a lot of the people that we talk to, they haven't looked into anything. They're just believing whatever Fox News says, whatever Turning Point says, and they haven't done like their own due diligence to like look into all of the facts. And when you do, you can clearly see that it's not as black and white as you think it is.
Mm-hmm. So now
do
that we
want to watch the cowboy at the end, or
yeah, I guess we can. Just
we don't have to, but I feel bad if he's watching. We left him out.
For senior women who keep going strong, discover lightweight all-day comfort in your new
guys,
wardrobe
watch
savior.
This YouTube ad before.
No, like Charlie was shot on Wednesday.
Oh, the paving over the.
Oh yeah, it's crazy to me that he's even keeping up with the good news, I guess I'm gonna call it. And he didn't even know about the pavement.
I feel like a lot of people don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like literally a lot of people don't know any of the things that we're talking about unless they're like heavily following the investigation.
Yeah. How did I? Where to go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I made us on the corner this time. Let's go back to the side. Oh, we can be big. Oh, but then no. We'll just, there we go.
Like they literally paved over the crime scene on Sunday at UVU campus.
And that was before the incident or after?
No, like Charlie was shot on Wednesday, and then on Sunday they paved over the crime scene where he was shot at.
Oh,
which is very bizarre.
Yeah, that seems a little. I mean, that could be coincidental, but I'd feel like for something like an investigation of an assassination, they'd want to keep everything out of there.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the thing. They tried to make it sound like it was coincidental, like it was pre-scheduled, but that was proven to be incorrect.
There was like text messages leaked that it was like, no, we need this done quick. And I'm sorry, even if it was scheduled, that is now a crime scene. You postpone that construction.
Yeah.
That's not even a question.
Yeah.
But instead they're like, nope, we got to get it done on Sunday.
You know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that are out there. And it's a rabbit hole that you can dive down into, and you could be down there and find so much stuff. So
how do you feel about Candace Owens?
I mean, she was like Charlie's like
best
friend, you know, and I feel like if anybody would know Charlie best, it would be her. And I kind of feel like maybe there's maybe she's just getting a bad rep because she's doubting the facts that she's being told.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't completely agree with the way that she's being treated. You know, I mean, she's Charlie Kirk's best friend. You know, they worked together. They started TPUSA. You know,
exactly. Yeah.
So it's cool because he's keeping up a bit, and he agreed with most of what we said to an extent. I would say, right?
Yeah, I would say so. He's only 23 too.
Yeah, he was 23, but he still wasn't like up to date on some of the most known information, like what we would consider. But sometimes I'm like, oh, everyone knows what we know. I just feel like, because like, I don't know, I talk to you the most, and so I'm like, everyone must know these things.
No.
So it's so shocking to me when we're walking around the streets of Arizona, which is where TPUSA is based, but they're not based, but they're based there. And then no one knows any of this like information. It's crazy
because it's not talked about on Fox News and on the mainstream media. And if it's not, then people don't think that it's true. And it's like, when are you going to wake up and realize that the media is literally bought
and paid for?
Yes, by major corporations that are mostly run by a specific country. The country that cannot be named.
Should we show? So we're going to move on from our... Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, I thought we were paused. Okay. We are going to move on from our live stream. Are you ready to, or do you have any final finishing touches, finishing thoughts, comments, concerns?
I have a lot of comments and concerns.
I have a lot of concerns for sure.
No, we're good.
So we want to show you guys some research from other creators that hasn't necessarily been talked about on huge platforms like Ian, Baron, Candace, Trigger Smart. He's probably not still here, but this is Allie. I do believe she's in the chat. That's not Allie. Sorry. This is Allie. Well, let's show her this Allie Top Files. She goes by Allie Top Files on all of her socials. 1 second here.
I'm gonna move Maddox. I'm sorry.
You're good.
My dog is so cute, but he's being
So-
a little bit annoying.
We're in a group chat with Allie and quite a few others on multiple platforms. We're in a group chat with Allie and others on Instagram. We're in a group chat with Allie and others on Discord. I guess you just call it a Discord, apparently. When it's a Discord, you don't call it a group chat. Anyway, she does research like no other. I will wake up to 300 notifications spanning from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. And I'm like, whoa, this girl does not sleep. All she does is research about this stuff. She discovered something really cool. I'm going to show you guys this video. Really cool as in really sucky. Like, come on. But really cool that she noticed this. Here's this video.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, there we go. I did it. Okay. Maybe I'll wait for Brandy to get back. No, she's already seen it plenty of times. Okay. Ready, set, go.
Oh, I love you.
Context. Erica Kirk posted this on her Instagram story. She posted this on her Instagram story. And that's weird. Like, the first thing that you might think when you see this video is, why would you post yourself touching your deceased husband saying, oh, I love you. I love you. Like, I'm mimicking Erica's video. We're going to finish watching it now. And watch this video closely and try to...
And we're not making fun of her being upset about her husband dying. I just want to clarify that.
Well, if she was upset about her husband dying, then I wouldn't
Billy
make
and I
fun
have
of
a little
it.
bit different perspectives. I guess we can talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe that Erica Kirk is involved. I never did from the beginning. I can't fathom that. And I also am like, oh, everyone grieves differently. But at the same time, I'm like, when I think about it logically, I'm like, it is a little bizarre the way she's acting.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was my husband, this is my opinion, I would want to research every single theory down to its core. And I would want to make sure I knew for a fact that that was my husband's killer. At first, when she said, I forgive him, I was like, wow, that's so powerful. I could never personally do that. I would be like,
me?
Bad words to that person who killed my husband. I would not be so easy to forgive. But I was like, wow, she's such a godly woman. That's amazing. But the fact now that she is so dead set on it's Tyler Robinson, when there is so much evidence that it's not him or he didn't act alone, it makes me very suspicious because, I mean, just looking at it, it's like clearly he didn't act alone. In my opinion, he didn't even take the shot. And she is so dead set on, yeah, it was Tyler. Stop talking about it. Candace, stop talking about it. It's weird. It's weird. And so I completely understand people that are suspicious of her. And do I think she's the killer? Absolutely not. No, I don't think she killed her husband. Do I think that she knows more than she's letting on? In my opinion, yes, I do. And so when people question her, I understand why. And so, Bill, you can give your opinion too.
I've been suspicious of Erica a little bit from the start. Like why would I go into something and be like, oh yeah, that person's clear just because they were married? Come on now. But I remember back in the early days, back in the good old days, maybe like just a couple weeks in, I would ask you like, hey, what do you think about Erica? And then you would say, no. And then I remember I never really voiced my opinion in those moments, especially in the moment where she was like, I forgive him. I never voiced my opinion of like, oh, it was her. And I still don't think it was her that planned anything necessarily. I will say that. But I have always been curious about why everyone and their dog just decided to pardon her from the moment everything happened without looking into her, just because she's wearing a wedding ring. Interesting to me. I'm like, okay, guys.
Well, now this whole other investigation, well, not really investigation, but Candace's investigation, her witness thinks that he saw her not at the meeting, but the day before.
Yeah. But anyway, let's finish showing Allie's video here.
Okay.
Or not Allie. This is Erica's video. Allie's the one that brought this video to light for why it is a suspicious video. And it's not suspicious, guys, because of the fact that she is taking a video of hugging her deceased quote unquote husband, if that is Charlie, in the casket. It's suspicious for other reasons. And if you haven't caught wind of this theory, let's see if you can figure out why this video is so alarming.
I love you. I love you. I know. I love you. I love you. God bless you.
There. What do you notice? What do you notice there? What do you notice there, Brandy? Try to look at this as if it was your first time looking at it. I'll tell you what I think if you want to go first.
Well, yeah.
I just think it's a weird colored hand, me personally, if I'm looking at this, because I remember seeing this and I'm like, oh, that's weird looking.
Well, to begin with, when I first saw this video, I thought it was bizarre that she even posted this video.
Yeah.
There was like a whole slideshow of videos of the casket and her, I don't know, it's just very personal and very intimate, and it's not something I would ever post, but I'm not Erica, so I'm not going to judge what she finds acceptable to post on Instagram. But when I first saw it, I was like, oh, wow, that's intense. Like, I probably wouldn't post it on the internet. The hands are definitely colored bizarre.
They look a little like weird texture, but then again, I'm not a...
Well, and then do you want me to get into like the whole theory about this? Because Charlie was 6'5", okay? And what Billy's going to get into is their wedding photos. Charlie's hand is significantly bigger than
Well, here, let me
Erica's.
just pull up.
Like significantly. And so I don't believe this, but there's tons of theories online. And what we're doing is we're trying to talk about all the theories, expose everything, and kind of let you guys decide what you think. And so one of the theories, I don't think that this is true, but people think that maybe Charlie's still alive, or they don't know where. Well, this is actually true. We don't know where his body is. He still hasn't been buried yet, which is so bizarre.
But
Like,
look at that.
literally
Look at that. Look at that hand There. That is a real photo taken directly from Erica Kirk's Instagram right there. That hand is like double the size of hers, and they're touching each other there, and her hand was touching his hand in the casket. Tell me.
It just doesn't look like his hand in the casket. I don't know. And that's my opinion too. It looks bizarre.
Doesn't look like his hand. That's not the size of his hand. And I've seen some comments of people being like, oh, when you never know when someone dies, maybe their hand shrinks.
But like, we're not the only people that think this. Like, there's tons of people talking about this.
Allie is the one who came up with this theory, or discovered this, kind of watched this footage and was like, oh, that's interesting, because her husband is also the same height as Charlie. Allie's husband is the same height as Charlie, and they took a photo of their own hands side by side. And they're like, okay, so here's ours, and here now let's go find a real picture of Erica Kirk and Charlie's hands, and there's their hands. So it's just like, okay. And like I said, that Instagram or that wedding photo was taken directly from Erica Kirk's Instagram, so it's not AI. That's way back when. And this video here taken directly from Erica Kirk's Instagram. So not AI. Sorry, we can't use that. We can't use that excuse for everything. We can use that excuse when it comes to what the media is putting out that
it's also
is
like,
favorable towards
why
the feds.
Isn't he buried yet? And why does no one know where his body is?
Yeah.
Like, literally look it up. Charlie Kirk is not buried yet, and no one knows where his body is. It's really weird.
Yeah. Very, very weird. So I don't know.
Do you want to talk about the plant thing?
Yeah. So this is where Charlie Kirk was shot, on UVU campus. It is now covered with plants.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
So Charlie Kirk was shot. There's different theories now going around, but on Wednesday, and then on Sunday, they completely paved over the crime scene, which in my opinion, like, that should be illegal. It's a crime scene. Like, that should be investigated. There's tons of evidence there. And Baron Coleman talked about this on his podcast. He played this video. But I think someone in his super chats commented that there's specific plants that will deter bomb dogs away from evidence.
Well, no, there's certain plants that will mask the scent of explosive residue.
Okay, that's what I meant to say,
Yeah.
but you said it smarter. Okay. Yes. Because it's like, it looks really weird. Like, you're at a college campus and there's, that area. I mean, you've all seen like where Charlie Kirk was at, and now there's all these random potted plants there. It's just very bizarre.
So I commented on Baron's super chat, or I sent a super chat into Baron's live today and asked if he had followed up on what types of plants maybe mask the scent of the residue.
Mm-hmm.
And someone had replied to my super chat and said, well, if you look at the photo here, they put a huge pot right over where Charlie Kirk was sitting. And I see a couple huge pots.
And if you're looking at the screen, it's like slightly to your left.
With that, because there's another one right there.
Is where
too.
Charlie was. He wasn't center. So that column is center. He was like a little bit to the left of that. So probably that big one right on the left-hand side is probably closer to where he was sitting.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, we could travel over there and like try to move those plants, and we would need 30 of us. That's probably so heavy.
I know. Billy and I want to go to UVU campus and go interview some people.
It's only 40 minutes away from us.
Yeah, we should. We just haven't had time, but we absolutely should.
Well, we've also been doing a lot of other research, trying to reach out to certain people. I've reached out to 17 kids who went to high school with Tyler Robinson. One person one person has responded to me, one singular person, and she was like, "Oh, wrong year. He graduated the year before me." And I asked, so there's this Washington Post interview where one of Tyler Robinson's supposed friends is named. And so I asked her, like, "Hey, this guy's name doesn't sound real. I want to get in touch with Tyler Robinson's friend."
Oh, yeah.
And
Shouldn't say his name.
I'm not going to say his name. I mean, they can find it on Washington Post if they want to. Literally just search Tyler Robinson's friend, and then the Washington Post article pops up. Okay. There we go. So I was like, "Hey girl, thank you so much for being the only person of 17 that actually responded." Because it took me hours just to find anyone that went to the same high school as him and in the same time frame as well. I was like, "Hey, do you think you could look up in your yearbook and see if this supposed friend of Tyler Robinson is real?" And she looked it up, and his name wasn't correct in the Washington Post article. So I looked up his correct name and found family members related to him, found a sister on Instagram of Tyler Robinson's friend, and she blocked me as soon as I messaged her.
Wait, did you tell me that?
Yeah.
Because his name in the Washington Post is like his nickname.
It's his nickname. It's like his long name, his name was shortened. His first name was shortened in the Washington Post article.
Yeah.
And then his real name is a little bit longer. Anyway, so I messaged the sister. She blocked me. I figured out the mother of this friend. I figured out her phone number. She did not respond. I'm just asking. I just wanted to ask them, and I told them this in the messages that I sent them. "Hey, I just want to know if your brother's comments were properly articulated in the Washington Post, because we all know that these larger media sources are known to twist words, to shape things, to snip Candace's words, whatever it may be." So that's all I asked them. Got blocked on Instagram. Probably my number was blocked too. All I know is that she never responded. So that sucks. But we are really like, we're reaching out to people. Brandy's reached out to 26 people recently about something that I'm not going to name yet, ?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have another project that we're working on where we're going to be traveling out of state. And it has to do with the Charlie Kirk investigation, but it also has to do with a different investigation. But I messaged I think 26 or 28 people on LinkedIn of all places, and heard back from 2. And 2 people were like, "We can't talk about this. This is an ongoing investigation." But we're still going to go, and we're going to still try to figure stuff out. So,
yeah.
But we have some, and we're interviewing someone else this week.
Yeah, that'll be posted early next week.
We'll be posting that next week.
We can just say what that interview will be, I feel like. Not necessarily how he's connected and who he knows within the trial.
Yeah.
But we are going to be interviewing another person who was at the UVU event on that day and was standing very close to Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
So he has some cool footage, which he's posted online already, but I don't think it's been necessarily seen by many larger creators. But he also has some crazy connections within the trial itself. So I'm excited to talk to him. It doesn't seem like he's very much in the same stance as us, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, he might just not know all the facts. We'll educate him.
Yeah.
But yeah, because in his videos, there's videos of people saying different things. That's not what the mainstream media is saying. So it'll be interesting to get his perspective of what he videotaped and what those people around him saw and what they were saying, because it's completely different than what we were told. So that will be interesting.
Yeah. Should we go ahead? What were you going to say?
probably what you were going to say.
Okay, I'll say it at the same time. Ready?
January
16th. Yeah. So January 16th.
We are going to go to Tyler Robinson's court hearing. So we can't go inside, but we are going to be going outside and interviewing people. So if anyone lives in Utah and you guys want to come and join us, we are going to be out there interviewing people and just posting up, seeing what's going on. But yeah, if anyone in the chat or in the comments lives in Utah and you guys want to come too, you guys want to be interviewed or you want to help us, let us know.
Yeah. And the person that we are interviewing this week, he's going to be there with us since he has connections within the trial.
Within the courtroom.
Yeah, within the courtroom. Sort of. Or he did until the media was kicked out. Because the media can't be in there. And they're not going to release any video from inside, which is so funny in a not funny way.
So suspicious.
I'm looking for, when people are walking in, I'm looking for Tony Graff, Judge Tony Graff. You know how Candace was like, F you, Ben Shapiro. I'm going to be like, F you, Tony Graff.
I mean, yeah, I feel like someone higher up told him to do that, obviously. But like,
yeah, but he's suspicious.
He also was hired or like appointed as a judge, 2 months before Charlie died, right?
Yeah.
Everyone in this case has been appointed like 2 months before.
The FBI office.
Brand new.
The FBI office in Salt Lake City was gutted. So
everything is so suspicious that you can't just be like, yep, Tyler Robinson did it, case closed. It's like, what? Like, open up your eyes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No. It's like comical to like believe that.
Well, people don't want to fathom the fact that the government, it's like,
does no one remember JFK? And now everyone laughs about, oh, remember when we all believed that it was Lee Harvey Oswald? It's like, we all know that he wasn't the only person involved, and it's like, is that going to be the Charlie Kirk case? Like,
yeah,
probably, unless we all wake up now and go, we don't believe you, which is what we're trying to educate people on, as well as a lot of other people.
So mark it on your calendars, guys. January 16th, Friday, January 16th. Let's go. Calling out to all of our Utahns. Let's go stand outside of the courtroom with some signs, some cool signs, some witty signs. Let's do it.
Yeah, just message us on Instagram.
Comment ideas for signs, things to write on the signs. I'm looking for witty. I'm looking for, it's gonna grab the attention of people and make them think. All right. So what do we have next here?
I think that's it, right?
Is that it? Yeah. I'm not going to talk about the Yemen thing quite yet because we weren't ready. I'm starving to death.
Well, we're sorry for the shit show in the beginning.
Let's go through the super chats, eh?
Oh, true.
Okay.
I'm thirsty.
Same. All righty. Ian Carroll. Guys, you don't even... Oh my God. Okay. So, guys, first of all, let's read it. The kids are going to be all right. Cool to see opinions of young people at TPUSA and see that they get it. Street interviews like this seem like what Charlie was all about. Ben Shapiro talking shit on behalf of Israel, not so much.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Couldn't agree with you more.
I want to be full screen. I want to be not like with the camera for this. Ian is creating a software with some of his friends.
Are we allowed to talk about that? Oh yeah,
he's posted about it. Where you can basically go on the software and type, how do I word this? You can go on the software and type what has Candace said about Erica Kirk or what has been said about Erica Kirk on YouTube. And it will pull Candace's videos. It will pull Baron's videos. It will pull anybody's videos and it will timestamp them for you.
Yeah. So he's uploaded specific YouTubers all of their videos since September 10th. That's what it is. It's like since the day that Charlie died.
Yes.
And it's specific people that have been covering the Charlie Kirk assassination. So you can go in and type in whatever you want, and it will pull up all of those YouTubers and any video that they posted in their transcript. And then per the transcript, it will have a link, and then you can click on the link and it will pull up the actual video of the exact moment that they said that.
Yeah.
Which is so badass and cool.
It's going to be amazing. And it's going to help so much with research, with creating more organized content. And I'm not saying like, oh yeah, this will make our content so organized so it will go viral. Like, no, this is for the people who are not keeping up. This is for your mom and your dad and your uncle. I don't know, the people who are like you're such a conspiracy theorist. No, we're going to have the timestamps. We're going to have the receipts. If you want to know about Rob McCoy, let's bring up everything on Rob McCoy. Let's get it all done in one
This
video.
is going to help us too, because we spend
so
hours watching podcasts and taking notes. Like one Candace episode takes me like 3 hours to watch because I'm like, wait, what did she say? Blah, blah, blah. And now I can just, thank you, Ian. You're going to make my life a lot easier.
No, it's like, yeah, it's going to help creators. It's going to help people understand easier so that creators can really just get everything all together. And it's going to help the world, really. It's in the long run, it's going to help the world.
No, it
because
is.
The easier that it is for people to get the correct information out there, to organize it all, the more people that will see it.
Absolutely.
And speaking of helping the world, Ian also has this awesome app. It's called Buyer, B-U.
B-U-Y, comma, R.
It's here. I'll comment it really quick and then pin it.
Ian's out here changing the world, guys.
This is the app. You guys should go download that. What this app does is you can go to any store, scan a product, and it will tell you who this product is owned by, what it really has, like if it's good for you, if it's not. So, you know, like certain products like Tide for washing your clothes, it's owned by this huge corporation called P&G, and they own everything and they just throw whatever shit inside of it. Mm-hmm. So this app, you can use this, scan products, and it will give you all the good information. And some products are marketed as though they're like healthier versions of Tide, and then you scan it and it's not. It's literally the exact same stuff. So that's what this app is for. Love that. It's going to save the world as well.
And it exposes if like a company seems like it's a mom and pop shop, but it's really owned by a mega corporation. Because I mean, Ian, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but he wants to support more smaller businesses, not these mega corporations that are owned by these rich a-holes, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And someone just commented, I love that Ian started investigating tampons. What guy even cares about that? He is our Neo.
I need to listen to that episode.
Yeah, same. It's awesome. Okay. So proud that kids are getting educated on politics.
Same. No, literally, most of the comments that we got from the first interview were like, wow, like Gen Z, like good for them. Because especially people that are volunteering, or you know, one of them works for Turning Point, you would think that they would be very much on their side or very much biased, pro whatever the government is saying. Yeah. But no, like we're not stupid. Like, you know, they're not stupid. They can see what's really going on. I just wish the older people in this world would be as open-minded as they are, to be honest.
Also, Mary, I just wanted to say how this is just a comment, like me and you, Mary, we're relating on this, how you have misspellings in this comment. Mary, every single time I go on Baron's from my phone and try to send in a super chat, it is so hard to type in the super chat on that keyboard. So like, I'm like,
what does she misspell?
It says, so proud that kids are getting education.
Oh, she just put a space
on politics. But no, it's so hard to type a super chat from your phone.
Really?
Seriously, it's like so hard. You've sent them on your laptop mostly, right?
Only, yeah.
But oh my gosh, it's so hard. Thank you for the super chat, Mary. From Mike just using the little bit of free speech and press we have. Sorry. So sorry. Sorry for what? Thank you. No sorry needed. Thank you, Mike.
Okay. Allie Top Files.
Allie.
Love her. She's our friend now.
Yeah. Allie is the one that came up with she didn't come up with the size difference, but she discovered the size difference.
Yeah. You guys are pretty badass. Wish I went to America Fest. Amazing job. Thank you.
I can't remember where
you're doing an amazing job too.
Allie lives, but it would be cool to connect with her at some point. I remember she has like a northern accent, like she says bag, like big. Or she says
probably from the east.
Sorry. No, it's like North Dakota area.
Oh.
But we should definitely connect with her at some point. Thank you, Allie.
For sure.
Brian, BB not on YouTube strikes again.
Can you imagine if he had his own YouTube channel or podcast?
Gosh,
he goes on every single American podcast that will allow him on.
We should
Ben Shapiro.
We should invite BB on.
Can you? No.
Yeah,
we wouldn't. We would not wake up the next day.
I would like to play rock paper scissors with BB.
We wouldn't wake up the next day.
Yeah, we should do a virtual.
No. He'd be like, I'll give you $7,000 if you say I love it.
We would wake up so hard the next day.
Because we're dead?
No, because we're given $7,000.
Oh, I thought you meant like stone cold.
We would actually be immortal and continue waking up for the rest of our lives at that point.
Where's the puppy? Maddox went out there.
Maddox has ADHD.
Oh my gosh, it's his birthday on Friday. He's turning 8. I've had him for 8 years. He is the cutest boy in the world. There's just so many cords, and he's so like, I want you to touch me. So I was like, okay, you're going to step on a cord and you're going to ruin this whole thing. So I just gave him a little pig's ear and put him in the living room. He's fine. But yeah, say happy birthday, Maddox.
I'm going to do a little Instagram video with Maddox. I'm going to cut up happy birthday, Maddox, and tag him so he can repost it.
He can repost it. Hey, Brandy and Billy, did you get the feeling the people were scared to be honest during the interviews? Yes. So people that didn't want to be recorded, we were like, went up to random people, were like, oh, so how do you feel the Charlie Kirk investigation is going? And a lot of people were like, yeah, I don't believe what the media is saying. I don't believe what the government's saying. And we were like, oh, would you be willing to be on our podcast? And we would ask people regardless of their opinion. Like, we just be like, hey, do you want to be on our podcast? We're interviewing people about this. But most people, when they found out we were filming a podcast, they were like, oh, absolutely not. No. I'm not going to be on YouTube and have my face saying that. And I'm like, okay.
Or a lot of people saying that they just don't know enough.
Yeah. But I mean, the people that we did interview, like, props to them. Even if some of them weren't the most educated about everything, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But it took us a while to find people that were interested in even being on camera. And like I said, we only went for one day. We only went on Saturday, so we didn't have many options.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know who Trigger Smart is, he's been doing a lot of research on just like the ammunition theories. If it really was a gun that was used, which I'm going to stand strongly in the corner over there that is labeled that a gun was not used, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Shout out to Baron and all of the other people that Ian posted a really great video on this as well.
Mm-hmm.
How there was maybe an explosive that was used.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on their podcast, you'll see it's like the microphone theory.
The microphone theory, the explosive mic
Which,
theory.
It sounds crazy,
Yeah.
but if you look into it and look at all the facts about it, it starts to make sense.
Yeah. Anyway, Trigger Smart is very knowledgeable on. Why can't I think of the smart word for guns right now?
firearms.
Thank you. He's very knowledgeable on firearms and ammunition, and he's been lately testing to see, oh my lord, if frangible rounds were possibly used.
Oh yeah, and that was debunked, right?
Yeah,
Like, there's no way.
he's basically is the one that's debunking it. And a lot of people were saying, oh, the reason that there wasn't an exit wound in Charlie's body is because maybe it was a frangible round. Nope, not true. It would still cause a lot more damage. And yeah, I definitely recommend you guys go check out his YouTube channel. Brian, oh my,
why does it keep doing that?
Because I can't adjust the settings.
This is my camera too. I have a 4K camera. So does Billy. But
well, we can't live stream in 4K, but also you can't adjust the settings for the camera while you're streaming. So we would have to completely exit in order to be able to adjust the settings, which we need to do right now. So we just have to.
We'll get a producer or something eventually.
Someday. Brian said, Brandy mentioned you shouldn't go live until you figure it out. I disagree. Keep going live more. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. So you want all the awkward 20 minutes at the beginning?
I guess Brian likes the awkward 20 minutes at the beginning. Yeah.
I wish we could cut that out when we post it on YouTube, but it's fine.
Yeah. I think it's just makes us more real. I saw a lot of non super chat comments also agreeing with him, so that's good. Good to know.
Well, I'm glad. It makes us feel less bad. We're like, oh my gosh, sorry. Okay. A few Canuck bucks for your YouTube premium account, and not just because I've been crushing on Billy since Baron sent me here from Vancouver. Keep pushing, girls.
You don't crush on me hard enough because you spell my name wrong, Brandon. I'm going to spell your name with an I.
Both of our names with a Y.
I know.
And it literally says I and IE.
Thank you. We have a 5% of our audience is from Canada.
Really?
3% from Australia. And then we have some like 1%ers in there, like Switzerland, I think, which is kind of crazy. Mostly people from the US.
From the US, from the okay.
Yeah. Kyle, love your interviews. Asking he's sending it from an iPhone. I'm telling you, if they send it from an iPhone, or not an iPhone, if you send it from a phone, it's so hard to type correctly when you're sending those super chats. Love your interviews, asking the questions and seeing people react in real time, not beg a screen.
In real time, not big screen.
Oh, like not on New York Post or something is what I'm thinking. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't seen too many long form interviews from AmFest, but there's a few short form people that went there and did some cool interviews. Should we shout out Ben really quick?
Oh yeah. There were some people that actually went to America Fest that were interviewing people within the event. I don't know if they were asking like similar questions that we were?
Ben had a really good video. His name is, let me type it in here. This is just his Instagram. Poach. I think it's Polish maybe because there's a Z in there. And when there's a Z in a name, you can kind of just 90% of the time it's probably going to be Polish. So let me pin that really quick.
Oh yeah. Okay,
so let me find a good old video here. He posted some cool interviews from AmFest.
Is that the guy that lives in Utah?
Yeah, he actually lives in Utah, but he lives down south close to where Tyler Robinson is from.
Near like St. George.
Yeah, in St. George. And he did say he's going to come up here at some point, and maybe we'll connect with him at that point. Yeah. Do you remember which one it was? Was it this one? Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to jump straight to the topics of today. Why are you such a fan of Candace Owens?
I'll just let you guys listen to the audio.
I used to be a huge Candace supporter. I think she's very educated. I think she has a great following.
This is not the right one. This is the one with 52,000
I'm here
views.
with the one and only Myron Gans. How you doing, brother? Hey, I'm good, man. How are you? Doing good. What's your purpose of being here at American Fest for you today?
Just hanging out, checking out what's going on, networking, all that type of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people on my DMs on Instagram have been questioning if Erica Kirk is qualified to be CF Turning Point. What do you think about it?
Well, I think, Charlie, that's what he wanted. You know what I mean? I think we should, respect his wishes. And if that's what he wanted for his wife to do, I think she was the one that was next up in line. It is what it is. And I think.
No, there's a bunch of interviews of people agreeing and stuff, but he got some good interviews on like short form content vertical on Instagram Reels that he posted. And anyway, I wasn't even prepared to talk about that anyway, so otherwise I would have made it more fun and shown the actual video.
Okay. Are you guys worried about finding jobs after saying all this publicly? No. I've had the same job for 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, Brandy's good.
I work in construction actually.
And your job is more of like everyone's super tight knit and close to each other and like friends. Like
my job's well aware of what I'm doing.
Yeah, no one would ever like. She's fine. I am not worried about finding a job just because now, like, I could just, if my job were to get upset with me for participating in this, oh my goodness, I think that I would have much more time to dedicate to this if I were to ever potentially get fired, and then I would be able to actually make like a livable wage from YouTube, which we're not there yet, but especially when we divide what we've made by 2 people. But that's because I work 45 hours a week and I cannot have any like devices where I work. I'm not able to keep up with any news. I'm not able to text people back where I work. Really, it's very, very strict. And so if I was able to add an additional 45 waking hours to this, it would be much more, there would be a lot more content being produced.
Oh, we would make way more videos. We, like she said, both have full-time jobs. And even still after I'm sure people are sick of us talking about this, but like people ask. So
yeah,
when we get off of work, we like hang out and we brainstorm and watch podcasts and take notes and like plan our next video. And it takes us a lot of time even to make like 1 or 2 episodes a week. So we're starting to get quicker at it, I think. So maybe we'll be able to do more, but honestly, 1 or 2 a week plus our normal jobs, plus just trying to have a normal life, like going to the gym and going to the grocery store and maybe socializing here and there. It's a lot of time. So
yeah, you want to pull the next one?
Yeah. Rocky MT Gal 8. $50. Wow. Thank you so much. That's so nice.
That was just like Ian. You guys are very generous.
That's very nice. Keep asking questions. Great job. I feel Charlie found out about Erica. She did all this to take the company for power. Ex-lover with pizza tattoo. Inside lip is sick. Her Romanian angels. God shine the light on this darkness.
I feel
like you're referring to her ex-boyfriend.
We should talk about that at some point.
What's his name? Something Cabot. Something Cabot.
She has 2 ex-boyfriends, even though she went on an interview and said that she's never dated before Charlie Kirk.
No, she said she didn't date in New York, but that's where she lived before she dated before she was with Charlie. But I think you're referring to, I think his name is something Cabot.
It's not Caleb, right?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, we'll talk about that.
He's a writer for the Daily Wire, I guess, or he hosts the Morning Wire of the Daily Wire, I think. But yeah, there's some suspicious things about him.
Yeah,
that's going on, but we can talk about that another time. But thank you. That was very, very kind.
I hadn't heard about the lip
pizza
tattoo.
I didn't know that either.
I want to look into that. Okay. Hello, beautiful girls. Just hopping on now. 11:42 Eastern, Massachusetts, Boston. But I'll catch up. Keep up the firework. Thank you. Thank you. Wonder
the first 10 minutes is a little.
Yeah. Good luck. Let me say it in a Boston accent. Good luck to you. No, that wasn't. No. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
I'm going to Boston in February.
Oh yeah, you are. Do you want to read that one?
His Brian Woods.
Oh, another
9526. His body may have been named as a biological piece of evidence in the trial, befuddled by
daffodils.
Daffodils is the potted plants theory.
Befuddled by daffodils. I'm gonna write that down. I like that. Does someone have like a video with that title, or is that what we're naming it right now, Brian? That's what I want to know.
Befuddled by daffodils.
Did Baron come up with that? That sounds like something that Baron would have come up with.
Maybe.
You need to compare the casket hands to pictures of other casket hands, unfortunately, to create doubt.
I mean, yeah, I've never seen a body in a casket before. I've had the opportunity to, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to see my family members like that. So I don't personally know what it looks like, you know, but I have heard people look drastically different. So, I mean, the theory's interesting. I'm not set on it, but we're just trying to bring light to all of the different theories that are going on. Just so you can all have your own opinion and you're aware of everything that's being said.
But I'm like, come on, do you really think that hands would shrink more than 50%? Just because someone's deceased and they've obviously, like, I know what is the,
someone said bones don't shrink, and that's
yeah, bones don't shrink. And it's like, yeah, we probably should have other casket hands, but where are we gonna get those? Also, that's
a little morbid.
I know that you guys are sad right now, but do you mind if we just,
we're looking for 6'5" deceased people to see their hands?
You mind if we just take some snaps, some photos of your loved one really quick?
Yeah. Okay. Mike-Q2F7J, thanks for the $10. What if Charlie told Candace prior about certain issues in his life? My assumption is she knows certain information from him, which is good, like she's been saying about Rob McQuay recently. Thanks. I think we all know that he's told her tons of things.
She has released some texts, nothing to...
I mean, he told her, I know I'm going to die young and I need you to be my David, which is what she's doing.
Yeah, that gives me chills every time.
Literally, like, and she has the receipts that years ago, he's like, I think I'm going to die young and I think turning point's going to be the death of me.
Yeah, but also the Twitter messages that they had. Was that on Twitter? Yeah.
No, it was their text messages.
Those are texts. They also had some Twitter exchanges or something, I believe. But I really wish that he would have reached out to her.
I know.
More than he did.
But the thing is if he would have, I think she would have literally flown down to Utah and shut the event down. Like, if Charlie told Candace, I think they're going to kill me tomorrow, I think Candace would have been like, oh, hell no. And she would have done everything in her power to make sure that he wasn't killed.
Yeah.
Which would have been great, but this whole thing wouldn't have happened.
This whole thing wouldn't have happened, and he probably also knew that would have happened had he told Candace.
Like, she would have blown it up.
And then in the back of his mind, I don't know. This is literally just like if I'm watching a movie, if I'm thinking of things from my own perspective, whatever, he's probably not going to text the person that's going to actually come save him just on the off chance that he's wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to text the person that's going to actually like do something because what if I'm wrong?
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's sad. And it's just like, I've had family members that like say like, you know, Charlie, him passing away, like brought so many people to Jesus, which is true. Like for sure. So many people's lives were changed when he was alive and then after his passing. And I think it's also woken a lot of people up to how screwed up our world is.
Yeah.
And how screwed up our government is and how you really can't trust any of them. And I don't think we would have realized that unless this happened, but I wish it didn't. Like, I really, really, really wish it didn't. But, you know, it happened and now we're all learning from it.
Yeah.
And all we can do is expose the truth. So,
yeah. Do y'all have older sisters? You're way too young for me, but I like the way y'all think. She is the older sister. And I do not have any, well, I have a stepsister, but she's not older than me. And then other than that, I just have a lot of brothers.
I have an older sister, but she's married. And then I have 2 younger sisters. And then Billy's.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry. I haven't met her older sister because she lives really far away.
She
so
lives in Florida, yeah.
Yeah. So I always only think of the 2 that I know.
And then Billy's my other younger sister now, even though we have
Sorry,
the same
B.
birthday, but different years.
Yeah, we do have the same birthday, but different years.
Hold up. Some of us older people are all based too. Oh, I know. I'm not saying all of you guys are eating the Fed slop, but a lot of them are.
Thank you, Yvonne. Love you. You're always here.
Thank you.
Kazi Perth. I am late, so I haven't seen the whole show, but want to say keep going. I'm Australian, like your authenticity. Well, Kazi, you have not gotten to this part yet, but 3% of our subscribers are Australian. So thank you for taking a part of that small percentage, being a part of that. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Okay. Any concerns? Comments, concerns, emotional outbursts?
Emotional outburst. I hope our live goes better at the beginning next time.
God, I don't even want to watch this one. Fun fact, I haven't really watched any of our lives after we posted them because I'm like, oh, I was there. I know how it went.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hate trying to like make reels from this just because it's with the camera.
I feel like I like our edited videos better more aesthetically, but the live ones are more fun.
Yeah. Live ones are more fun. They're a lot easier.
I don't know. I don't know how many people are still on, but do people like the live ones better or the more like aesthetic ones better?
I want to know the answer to that.
And the aesthetic ones are like our first 4 videos.
Yeah. We just got a couple more here, so let's get those before we lose them because I don't. Brian, you are sending super chats like no other. Please. I'm going to say what Ian said. Thank you guys all. Thank you so much. We appreciate it greatly, but make sure you're taking care of yourselves first. We all know the state of the economy right now, and I just want to make sure that everyone else is taken care of. But thank you very much, Brian.
Wow, that's so nice.
Yeah, sorry. I was talking about it before I even pulled it up. So it's like, my theory is, oh, sorry. You want to read this one?
Sure. My theory is the shape shard killed Charlie. The feedback and electricity was not planned for. They tried the tan/painted mannequin hands video was to dispel any electrical theories. Also, Tyler Robinson will not survive before the trial starts. So I think Baron's kind of talked about that. He thought his hands were fried. And so, I mean, the mannequin hand thing kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I did think that when I first saw them. That's what I meant to say when we were pulling that up. That was my first thought. Like, oh, is that a mannequin hand? Because it doesn't look like a human hand. And I have seen a casket hand before. Or, I mean, I was younger and I didn't like focus in on the hand or anything. But I was like, is that really? Is that real?
It looked. I don't know. I don't personally know. It looked a little weird, but also the Tyler Robinson thing will not survive. I hope that's not the case, but that's been a huge talking point that like maybe he's gonna go, I didn't do it, and they're not gonna let him say that. I don't think. I don't know. So much is going to happen before he's convicted. I'm sure it's going to be crazy.
If we see him walking at all, like we need to like yell to him. Because didn't Charles see him? No.
I don't think so.
No, he didn't see him.
I don't think he's going to be walking out on the street. I think he'll be brought in through like the...
Yeah, through the secret entrance. To the secret tunnel.
But it is weird how he's like smiling and laughing, like everything's fine. It's like, you're up for the death penalty.
Yeah.
He must think that he has a pretty good case, which I think he was absolutely involved, but I don't think he knew what he was getting involved in. Like, I definitely don't think he pulled the shot. Like, no way.
Yeah, no.
But I think he knew he was getting involved in something bad, but I don't know if he knew exactly what he was getting involved in. That's my opinion.
I don't think he even knew what his role was going to be if I'm going to go that route.
Yeah.
And then Mike again, hello Mike, once again, same goes to you as what I said before. Let's all make sure that we're safe and financially stable in this economy right now. We appreciate you. I'm just saying Charlie told Candace other personal things like marriage, family, TPUSA, not Candace stopping the actual UVU event. Oh, like him like ranting about Erica to Candace or something of that sort. I don't know if Charlie...
I don't take him as the type of person to, if he was having like marriage problems, to call Candace, and I feel like he would keep that to himself.
And with God.
Yeah. Like my dad is very like much like, I'm going to handle my own emotions. Even if I'm like, are you okay? Like, how are you doing? Like, he would never be like, I'm really anxious right now. I'm really like, he'd be like, I'm fine, because that's not your problem. Like, that's my problem, because I'm the father of the household. I'm the man of the household. Like, as much as I would love for him to vent to me, I just don't think he would. And I don't think Charlie's the type of person he would just call Candace and start venting. Like, you know, like I'd call you and be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
I do wonder if he had opened up to her about the Doge audit, although I don't think he did, because that was kind of a discovery on Candace's
he
end.
just tried to like start it. I think, what was it, like 8 days before he died or something?
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah.
But
and then Tyler
saying,
Boyer cut that off really quick.
Yeah. But people saying that, oh, Charlie fired Candace. That's literally not true at all.
Mm-mm.
She got a job at PragerU and left, and then went to the Daily Wire, but still participated in like every single TPUSA event for like years after that. So all that's crazy.
$50. Oh no, we already $50 again. Okay, that scared me.
Oh, we already did that one.
Yeah, 2 down. Jump scare.
You guys see a guy at 3412 on Life is Driving video putting a
badge on and then removing it. We'll look into that.
Wait, we've seen the Life is Driving video.
Yeah, that's Adam Bartholomew.
Yeah.
I like to say Bartholomew instead of Bartholomew, because on Baron's live stream where he hosted him, which was very early on, back in the early Baron days, that was one of the first Baron videos we ever watched. Gosh, it was so hard to watch.
I know, that was. But so there's a guy putting on a badge and then removing it?
Yeah. I took a picture of that, so we'll have to
Okay.
look into that, and then maybe we'll talk
Sorry,
about that
like,
on our next
pause. I
live.
was
Thank
like,
you, Desiree.
No way.
Yeah, that's very, very insightful. So thank you, and I'll also reach out to Baron about that
Yeah.
if we do see the same thing. And then I watch Ian Carroll, Candace Owens, Coach Collins. Oh, I love Coach Colin. He's awesome. We've talked with him a little bit. Baron Coleman, every day, every episode. Okay, my question for you, Kyle. He said, if you ever
wrong?
No. Oh yeah, he did, but that's okay. It's okay. Baron's not here. We
gonna
won't
get mad at
tell.
you.
We won't tell. If you ever need or have questions, I'm open. Yeah, I actually have a freaking question right now. How do you have time for all of that? Yeah, that's my question because like how? I would love.
Do you want to take notes for us?
Yeah, you want to take no, now that we have Ian's platform. By the way, Ian's software that he's producing, it's called Transcriber, and it's going to be with like how Buyer has the apostrophe and then the R. Transcriber I think is going to be the same, right? Or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, tranny for short.
No, it is. I think.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it'll be
'Cause
Transcriber.
It's part of the web thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of the web thing. By the way, my last name is Webb.
I mean,
so
let Ian explain it.
yeah, we'll
I'm
let
probably
Ian
doing a
explain it.
terrible
He has
job.
like a 5-minute video on his Instagram, on X, on all the platforms.
Yeah.
Kyle just responded. He said, I go 8 hours of podcast I can listen to per day. So yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
how.
I used to listen to 6 podcasts a day. I mean, I still do, but now I listen to them intentionally and like take notes because I'm like, I want to talk about this on my podcast. So now it takes me like 3 times as long to listen to one podcast because I'm like intensively taking notes, if that makes sense. Because I used to listen to 6 to 8 a day as well, just like passing through. But now it's more difficult.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should go eat so much food and sleep so much sleep.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Sorry for the rocky start, but thanks for tuning in. And we will post a video after our interview that we're going to do this week.
Yep. See you next week. Maybe we'll get some reels out there of stuff you've probably already seen from our videos. So peace.
Bye.
I always do this.